Hello Cancer, welcome to your intuitive channeled reading. Hope you guys are doing well. So this is something that I wanted to offer for each zodiac for the first half of December, along with the love forecast for the first half of the month as well. So hopefully you've already watched your love reading and are now tuned into this video for your channeled messages. But if not, you can definitely watch them both, and hopefully there's something in each video that you will be able to relate to. Either it goes together or it could even be two separate storylines that resonate for your situation. All right, guys, so let's begin. Let's take a look at what's coming through, what I'm able to channel. General advice as always, so please do, as always, take from it what makes sense for you personally. All right, guys, so what I'm gathering here at this time for you, when it comes to the messages, you're just taking on a little bit too much. Perhaps you feel like you're burning the candle at both ends, whether that's got something to do with your work environment. For those of you who might be in school that just feel stressed out at this point in time. All right, so I'm just feeling this overwhelming sense for some of my Cancers where you're just doing too much, taking on too much. There's not enough hours in the day. And I'm gathering from that you have a particular goal in mind when it comes to your future, but you also don't want to burn out. Okay, so just be careful with that. Your thirst for knowledge is definitely lit at this point in time, but you just don't want to exhaust yourself to the point where you're going to start affecting your health and the ability to actually focus on the very goal that you're wanting to manifest, okay? I'm also getting, for some of you guys, this is a time where certain cycles of your life might be presenting you with endings, as well as things that might be presenting new doors. So it could be a particular situation, for example, whether it's pertaining to a love connection or, again, your work environment, your friendships, your family environment. There's something there where it's a chapter that's about to finish, whether someone's moving away, or it could be a relationship that it's not going to go the distance. Something pertaining to a situation where it's coming to an end. And it might not, of course, feel good. It could be coming through as something very challenging for you to accept. But what I gather from that, it's actually making way for you to bring in something new, whether that's a person, whether that's a romantic interest, or just a change of scenery for some of you. I feel my divine feminines, there could even be a masculine that could have been a very challenging connection for you. And part of this new beginning is for you to start again and to cut this person out of your life. But maybe you've struggled with that. Maybe you have allowed your anxieties to kind of get in the way of doing what feels right for you. So it's come to the point where you need to really take a look at the situation and see what is best for you to do, what would actually propel you forward in your life, where you could make your own goals and dreams happen. I feel if things just aren't moving, however, in a situation where you're just getting a little bit antsy and you want results, there is this need to have patience when it comes to that. I feel perhaps during Sagittarius season it could still happen, but I'm still feeling from my Cancers it's just not happening fast enough, and your curiosity could be getting the best of you, and you might be doing a little bit too much or putting in too much effort, putting in too much work is what I'm feeling, which is why I'm getting for some of my Cancers, you could be feeling overwhelmed or exhausted from just burning the candle at both ends. When it comes to your love life, I feel there have been people that dropped the ball. They disappointed you. Either they were deceptive towards you, or there could have been infidelity. Take that if it makes sense. You could have also been dealing with a Pisces. I get that for some of you guys. Or it could also have been another Cancer. It could have also been a Scorpio for some of you. So there's a lot of water energy that is coming forward here. And you could also have a lot of water in your chart. So take that if it applies. But I do feel when it comes to love and romance, that is coming in for you. If it hasn't already, then probably perhaps early part of next year is when true love might find you. And this isn't just any other relationship. This could ultimately prove to be the one for you. And in order to find the one, you had to have distanced yourself and walked away from somebody that didn't represent that in your life. So I'm also feeling for the holiday season for some of my Cancers that there's a lot of reasons to be happy. There's a lot of reasons to celebrate with friends, with family, and of course a very special someone that really does bring balance into your life. So try to not focus on the people that bring you down and have too many issues, or allowing their issues to be your issues, if that makes sense. I feel there's someone from your past who is feeling very restless. They think about you, especially what they've done to hurt you, especially if they were the one that was being deceptive and not being open and honest with you. They probably weren't ready for commitment at that time, but I feel they've had a change of heart and are ready to bring that in towards you. And I am feeling this throat chakra energy where I'm feeling like I want to cough, and usually I feel that when there is this lack of communication. So hold on one second, guys. I'm gonna have to pause this because I feel like coughing. One second. So sorry about that, guys. I had a coughing fit, and really I've been doing this for many years, and especially during a reading, whether it's a card reading or whether it is an intuitive channeled one, whenever there is a blockage in communication, it's almost guaranteed, especially if it's a pretty lengthy type of connection where you guys haven't seen each other in a very long time, and there's a lot to be expressed, there's a lot to be said, but none of those words are being said. I end up getting this tickle in my throat, blocking my throat chakra. Sometimes I can't breathe, and other times, it's just ridiculous. Like, I just feel this need to start coughing, and it's ridiculous. Like, I literally have to pause the video. Whew, anyway, so I really do feel if that's something that you relate to, and if you haven't talked to this person in a very long time, they're thinking of reaching out. They've really done a lot of contemplating on whether or not they should do this, because it's been a while. It hasn't been any sort of movement between the two of you. It's sort of like that stalemate energy. You guys are at an impasse and there has not been interaction whatsoever. They could have also had some commitment issues, which is why you guys went into separation. But I feel they have learned a lot of lessons since then. And if given half a chance, there's the opportunity for things to turn around between the two of you. Their biggest fear, though, is that there's just too much water under the bridge. But I can tell you that when they focus on the past, and this person could very well be stuck in the past and the memories that you guys have shared together, but they've gone through an epiphany. They have had that light bulb moment when it comes to you, and in their biggest dream ever, they would love to be able to reconnect with you. They're just not thinking it's possible because it's been such a long time. That could also all be in their head. They would love to be able to manifest this, but what they're thinking might not even be the actual reality. Maybe, especially for my divine feminines, I feel there's a masculine here who wants to take action towards you, and they want nothing more than to at least get the conversation going. And maybe for my feminines, you're okay with that. You might not have an issue with that, but we have a masculine here who actually is a little bit apprehensive, actually a lot apprehensive, because they're not quite sure that, one, that you would even be open to starting again. It came to an end for a reason, because they made some poor choices before. But they really have matured. They have grown since then. This is a different person coming towards you now, and they want to be able to fix things. They want to be able to make amends here. They still see the potential in the connection. Maybe you don't. It really depends on how you see it. This could also be a lost twin flame connection, so take that if it makes sense. There's still some healing that needs to happen, though, despite the fact that it's been many, many years for some of you, and it's been very difficult for some of you guys to heal, because it really caused you to experience such an intense heartbreak. It could have probably been a love triangle or a third party situation, but what I can tell you, Divine Feminines, I really feel on behalf of the masculine, they want to be able to fix this. They want to be able to make the ultimate choice to come towards you, but they're also afraid to be able to take that first step. You know, so it's almost like it's easier to just stay away since you probably walked away, or maybe it was a mutual thing where you guys walked away from each other because there were some challenges in the relationship. I feel it though for the masculine that they're struggling a bit to move on because they still love you, they still care for you, they're still very drawn to you, Divine Feminine, despite how things might have unfolded in the past. And for some of you guys, you know, it's very similar to the energy of the Ten of Cups in Tarot, where you represent the ultimate fulfillment, the ultimate dream, their ultimate fantasy of who their life partner would be. That's you. They know they blew it, but they really would love to have a second chance. And I'm just feeling it for my feminines that that's a masculine from your past who wants a second chance with you. You represent the one that got away, basically. Okay, so take any part of that message here that makes sense for you. And if you haven't already, as I've mentioned, go ahead and watch your love forecast for the first half of December, because these two messages coming forward from this video as well as that one might really tie it all together for you. All right, guys, so that's where I'm going to leave this one. I appreciate you listening, including my coughing attack, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.